Hello, wonderful viewers. We're excited that you're checking out this video that will touch on everything you need to know as a delivery manager, especially one at Absalon. So my name is Gigi. I'm the internal journalist at Absalon, and today I'm joined by Aga, who is our wonderful delivery manager. So today I'll be asking her a bunch of questions so we can get to learn more about her role, what it entails, and how she collaborates with different teams and stakeholders to get things done. So Aga, can you say hi?
Hi, hello. Great to see you, Gigi. I'm really excited for this interview. Let's get started.
Awesome. All right. So my first question is, what does a delivery manager do?
We act as a bridge between project teams and stakeholders, providing leadership and direction throughout the entire project lifecycle to bring innovative solutions to market effectively and efficiently. That means that we are responsible for successful delivery of project or services. My primary role is to ensure that they are delivered on time, within scope, within budget, while maintaining the high quality standards and stakeholder satisfaction and relationship to ensure that project meets their objectives and deliver the expected value.
That sounds pretty complicated. All right. So I'm going to ask you another question. So what does a typical day look for you as a delivery manager?
Oh, it's a great question, as the typical day can be quite dynamic and involves coordination, stakeholder communication, strategic planning, and problem solving. I handle multiple projects and responsibilities, so time management skills are the key here. My example day looks like I start early in the morning with reviewing and responding to emails and Slack messages from different people. Then I proceed with reviewing my to-do list and reading some industry news. Throughout the day, I of course have several regular meetings to attend, as well as the ad hoc ones when some unexpected issues arise. I provide support and guidance both to team members and stakeholders. I also do some meetings with my clients to discuss any project and business-related matters. Apart from that, throughout the entire day, I have time blocks for specific core activities that is related to project and product management. It includes reviews, progress tracking, reviewing strategies, action plans, ensuring that everything is on track. I'm a direct manager or line manager for a few individual contributors. So apart from leading meetings with project teams, I also lead the regular one-on-one meetings with developers and ensure that these topics also are in ongoing stage. Moreover, there is time for strategic planning, working on some aspect related to project, but also company ones, identifying opportunities for improvements, initiatives, or implementing best practices. It's quite a busy day, which I finish with another round of checking my emails and messages, responding to any pending ones, and updating the documentation, reports, logs, notes, so I properly wrap up the day and everything is up to date, and I can finish my day and move to other activities.
That sounds like a lot to fit into one day. That's so cool. So this is like, I don't know how to like phrase this question. So it's like, what are you currently working on? Like you're working on a lot of things. So what's maybe like top priority for you right now?
Okay, currently I oversee two different projects for two big pharmaceutical companies, and one is related to development of R-Shiny applications, while the other to pipeline development. So this involves any project-related activities, but I'm also actively involved in several strategic initiatives that are either company or unit-wide. Besides, for example, this week, I'm preparing a business trip to our clients that it's going to also include product-related workshops that I will be facilitating.
Okay, I'm just like honestly very amazed by that. That's a lot. Okay, so a very simplistic question. What has been your most interesting project so far as a delivery manager at Absalon?
Oh, I find every project interesting. I know how it sounds, but I really like, diving deeper into all these challenges and business aspects. And considering my background, I especially like the field of life science, which is inherently diverse and fascinating. In one project, you might be working on data visualization for omics data, when in the next one, you're involved in clinical submissions or clinical studies or developing a package for statistical analysis and modeling. And there is so much more. The possibilities are almost endless. And it's so fascinating and challenging in the same time. And you're never bored. So what I really love is also knowing that whatever I'm working on is a part of something bigger and meaningful, regardless of the industry.
That's so interesting. I have a very out of scope question for you right now. So,
Okay.
like you're doing all this stuff, how do you manage your time and how do you prioritize things?
Oh, that's a good question. So, in terms of priorities, I do have the standard metrics of like must have, should have, nice have, can be delegated.
Mm.
And I have to be honest with myself as well, and my my capacity and my time. Also, for the time management, as you noticed, I do some day teaming technique. It's like focusing on one in each of the day is focus on one part of my my activities. So for example, team management or project reviews, teams, as well as time blocking. So grouping the task related to one of those core activities into the blocks and securing the time and focus time to do so. Yeah, that's how I survive this lots of this kind of variety of task responsibilities and changes that are also arising during the week and the day.
That's so cool. I think it's something I could also apply as well because time management is a very important skill to have.
It
All right.
is. And also,
Yeah.
task delegations and being honest with yourself about the priorities, because for everyone, everything is urgent and a must have. But when you make like a second thought, then you can find that, oh, it can be done slightly differently and not as soon as possible.
That makes sense. So true. All right. So I have another question for you. So, what are some of the biggest challenges you face in ensuring the successful delivery of the different projects that you're working on?
I think especially in life science project, it will apply. It's the complexity of the project and managing stakeholders' expectations. Aligning the diverse and sometimes conflicting expectations of different stakeholders, clients, regulatory bodies, team members, and many, many more can be difficult. And those misaligned expectations can then lead to dissatisfaction, project delays. That's why, setting realistic and transparent goals and timelines is very important. Proceeding with ensuring clear and effective communication among all project stakeholders. This is even more important as the projects are complex and they often face changes in requirements or are impacted by external factors. And adapting to these changes without derailing the project is challenging. Also, balancing between priorities and strategic importance, expectations, technical limitation dependencies is not a piece of cake.
Definitely not a piece of cake, but you do it so well. All right. So I have another question. Could you share your personal career journey and how it led you to the role of a delivery manager? Because I think you have a bachelor's in technology in biotechnology.
Yes.
bachelor's in engineering in biotechnology, and you have a master's in biotechnology.
That's right.
So, like, how did you take all this experience and then weave it into your delivery manager role?
Okay, yes, that's right. I graduated for biotechnology, and my background is also bioinformatics. So I also have the wet and computational experience. My career includes scientific and data analytics positions, collaborating with different size of companies, both biotech and pharma. So I've got a good grip on data analysis and visualization challenges that I mastered in several of my bioinformatician roles. Also, in parallel, I've got a lot of experience in project and people management. I have taken care of projects from start to end, being a team leader as well as the developer in those, client relationship building and fostering the team growth and development. All of these I use right now in a delivery manager position. I oversee projects across various industries with a special focus on life science sector that is for pharmaceutical, biotechnology, and healthcare companies. And all my career and experience and knowledge that I gathered throughout is helping me in my daily work.
That's so interesting. So, another like related question. So what skills from your life science, bioinformatics experience, like which ones have been like most transferable to delivery management?
Mm-hmm. I will say there are three main ones. The first one is attention to detail. To ensure that all aspects are executed, discussed. It is especially important in this life science industry where the precision is critical. Then technical understanding. Having this scientific and technical background along with hands-on experience helps me a lot in effective communication with teams and stakeholders. And lastly, I would say critical thinking. So this ability to understand the connection between ideas. It involves evaluating information, analyzing arguments, and making reasoned judgments that are well thought out. This skill is, in my opinion, essential for problem solving, decision making in a wide variety of contexts.
That's so cool and so very interesting. All right. So another question is, what's your biggest challenge so far transitioning from life science to delivery management? Like, what was most difficult about that?
Mm-hmm. In transitioning from like expert role to delivery role, I would say for me, it was understanding regulatory and compliance requirements and stay updated on the latest standards relevant to the life science industry. I need a thorough understanding of those requirements, which can be complex, can vary across region, products, and life science industry is big. And as I said, it is not just pharma, it is some biotech companies and different products. So our goal is to ensure that projects or products that we are delivering also comply with these regulations, as misunderstanding here can be very critical in terms of delays, also legal issues. And those changes and those requirements are really important. And, it's sometimes hard to follow.
That makes sense. I mean, there's a lot going on in that regard, especially now that we're integrating AI into a lot of things. So that brings up even more things to learn about. So
Exactly.
I have another question for you that's kind of around what you just said. So how do you stay up to date on things going on in the field, like managing like your life science? I think you stay up to date with like life science stuff as well as what's going on in tech, and you're also like a scrum master. So like how do you like balance? How do you know pick what to learn? Where do you source your information from? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I mentioned in the previous questions that I have this routine of morning reviewing some industry news. That's one source of information for me to stay updated. I'm also dedicating quite a lot of time for my personal development. I'm interested in all leadership, tech, jakby the topics. So I follow relevant profiles on social media, also go with newsletters, webinars, attend some conferences, kind of follow the top voices in the industry. I'm interested in the market, so I'm also like with the analytical mindset. I'm also kind of mindfully choosing the source of information because there's a lot of going on and you can't follow everything. So you have to be very mindful what you're choosing. And yeah, I mean, I'm always interested in just staying curious about what's going on and trying to like find it, critically assess it, and then take the lessons from it and take the whole message and share it and stay updated with what's going on. If I'm interested in any topics deeper, I can I can follow with some workshops or courses or books or any other source of material that or like meetings, anything that will help me out in getting deeper into the interesting topic.
That's so cool. And I agree. Staying curious is really the way to go, especially in tech where everything is moving so fast. So another question for you is, if you could start over, what would you do differently? Like,
Whoa, it's easier now to sit back and consider what I would do differently with all this extra knowledge and experience. So I will say, however, my advice is to make your decision confidently and regardless of the outcome, whether it's success or a failure, just learn from it and keep moving forward.
so like, let's say there's a person who has like a life science background and they want to transition into tech as a project manager, product manager, delivery manager. What advice would you give to that person?
I would say be open for learning. Be kind of like master your communication skills. Also take care of like project management skills and try and experiment. Basically, every project is different, so you need to be flexible in that. But remember, everyone learns. So no matter if it will be a failure, a big one or a small one, just learn from it because it will, give you some very insightful knowledge that you can go with further. And just try. I mean, use all you have from your previous career and life science background and use it as an advantage, as your talent into this new role when you're communicating a lot with different people, both technical and non-technical, business, and master this skill so you can clearly express your message.
I agree. That is definitely an ideal skill to have, communication, because there's some things that ChatGPT simply can't do, right? And there's only a human that can like properly explain something to a non-technical person and still explain it so well to a technical person. So you and other delivery managers are so cool.
Thank you for that, Judy.
Okay, so I have one more question and then I could make up another question from the air. So get ready. So, what are your top 3 qualities of a good delivery manager? I think this also leans back on what you just said. So, yeah.
Okay, so I'll say first of all, ability to adapt to changing requirements, unexpected challenges, evolving industry trends, while maintaining the focus on project objectives and quality standards. Secondly, of course, excellent communication skills. We are engaging as delivery manager with a variety of stakeholders, including clients, cross-functional teams, senior and high management. So it's very important to master this skill. And third, I will say curiosity combined with perseverance. So kind of like a inner desire to explore and persist in seeking solutions and understanding complex topics despite difficulties.
I agree. That's so true. And then my made-up question is, somebody asked me this question, and then it just came out of nowhere. So I'm going to ask you the same question. How many cups of coffee do you have in a day?
Whoa. Okay. Cups of coffee per day. Usually it's around 4. Yes, 4, 5. And at 4 p.m. is the last call for the last coffee. After that, I'm not drinking one.
All right, sounds good. And then one final question is, you've said so many things and touched on so many amazing points. And what's one thing you want somebody who's watching this video to take away, like from delivery management, life science, or maybe just life in general?
Don't be afraid to try, because if you don't try, you never know what's the outcome. And yeah, just go and trust in yourself, because yeah, you're making good decisions. It, if you feel it, that's a good one. So don't be afraid, don't give up, just try.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Aga. And to our wonderful audience who managed to stay to the end of this call, thank you so much for paying attention. And we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you got value out of it. And if you'd like to learn more about Epsilon, about what Aga is up to, you can always check out our website. You can follow her on LinkedIn. You can check out our blog as well for more resources, and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. And also we have a Slack channel where you can join us, and Aga is on there as well if you want to ask her more questions. So have a great day and see you in our next video. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.